workshop artist guest. His name is Carlos Espinoza Toro. Carlos Espinoza Toro is a participatory planning consultant and the director of community organizing of the Jamaica Plain New Economy Transition, with more than 10 years of global experience in urban planning and organizational development for startups, nonprofits, and community university partnerships focusing on economic sustainability, democratic engagement, recovery, and rebuilding. He conducts interactive strategy thinking and troubleshooting workshops with nonprofits and professionals utilizing a unique approach that covers the full potential of complex ideas, concepts, and processes.
We appreciate that you're here to learn more about organizing and how you can use organizing to engage community into your art project. First of all, I believe that it's important to learn by doing. It's important to learn by actually getting the hands-on experience. So I'm not going to necessarily mention a lot of concepts. We're going to go through a process in which you'll start learning what is organizing. You'll start learning through doing the workshop. Why do we organize? And also, what are some of the tools and methods that organizers use? Again, I am an organizer, I'm an urban planner as well, and I use organizing as a tool in order to engage community. And I am not necessarily an artist or a practicing artist, but I know you all are. So I would like for you to think about this workshop as a way for me to give you tools. Many different tools in the organizing process, and for you to actually reflect what tool is useful. Okay, please present your visions and please speak up so everybody can hear.
Okay, so we're today and our number one shared vision was more green spaces in public parks, which includes like community centers, basketball courts, soccer fields, teen centers, stuff like that. And our second is like stronger community feels, like more people participating within the community together and worrying about community issues together instead of like separately.
Okay, so the third one was restoration of culture. So, for example, in JP, there's a lot of gentrification going on, and because of that, a lot of the culture, the Latino culture that was here at one point is now shifting away and gone in a lot of places. So just bringing back that culture to places that have lost it.
Great.
Okay, so people our age, like walking down the street from like our house in our neighborhood. A bunch of times I see kids that I don't even know that they live in my street, and they're teenagers my age. And
we want more clean spaces, so like there'll be more trash cans set up like around the streets, so like there wouldn't be as much like garbage on the ground.
The third one, more community events. People gathering, like I was saying earlier, people gathering at Friendly Park Zoo to go look at the animals and stuff. So more community events like that.
We would want more fun and affordable things, not only for like teenagers, but for like younger kids, so they can stay out of trouble.
The second layer of power is who decides what issues are going to be talked about. Okay? That's a second layer. So a clear example, it could be the city council. Okay? But also a clear example could be those behind the councilors that are pushing them to put an agenda on the table. Yes?
Wait, what's the transition between the decision and agenda?
The decision is the individual, usually the person who wins or loses, or a group who wins or loses. But remember, they are the people who usually are decision makers. Okay? So we go from decision, who wins, to agenda, who decides what gets on the agenda, and structure, who benefits and who loses. Okay? So I want you to do the following. I want you to look at your power analysis worksheet in your group. Choose one barrier and start doing a power analysis about how that barrier, how these actors influence that barrier. So when you're thinking about public parks and the power, and when I see that you're at the